Matt the Mortgage Guy here, making a quick video on why homeowners have a higher net worth than renters. The purpose of this video is I see a lot of these numbers thrown about, and I want to talk about the why. Homeowners in general have like 40 to 50 times the net worth of renters when you do a survey. All homeowners, all renters. And there's probably more than one factor for this, but there's a huge one that I want to talk about. First, I'll give you the stats. Survey of Consumer Finances, that report that I saw that's only a couple years old, average homeowner has a net worth of $234,000, while the average renter has an average net worth of $5,200. Some other surveys where they talk about 65 plus, I think they target people like saying, don't rent all your life because at 65 or older, the average net worth of someone who's owned a home is $319,000, while somebody who's been a renter all those years is $6,700. Humongous gap. We're talking 40 times, 50 times more net worth. More than anything, I think it's pretty simple. When you're a homeowner, you're forced to save. And what I mean by that is that every month you're making a mortgage payment that includes principal, interest, taxes, insurance, sometimes private mortgage insurance. That principal portion of your payment, whether it's $300, $400, $500, it's wrapped into your payment. It's paying down what you owe on that loan while that house is also appreciating in value. So that appreciation, I'm gonna do it like this, appreciation here and debt pay down, as that gap widens, that's home equity. That's net worth. And by doing that, even if you've got an $1,800 mortgage versus an $1,800 rent payment that's exactly the same, you're getting none of that on the rental side. While every single year, if it's $5,000 or $6,000 that's being paid down on the mortgage, you owe less, and $5,000 or $6,000 on appreciation year over year on what that house is worth, that's being added to your net worth. So you see why over time, that 65-year-old person on average has $200,000 or $300,000 more in net worth. They don't see it or feel it. And what some people might argue on the renting is better side is they'll say, okay, you might be able to get this house that it's got a $1,900 mortgage and rent it for $1,700 a month. Or maybe it's the same payment, but they argue that you don't have to pay for the $200 a month in repairs. But what happens is, in their analysis, they say, yeah, take that $200 in saving, invest it in this and that, 6%, 8% return. And over those same 30 years, you're gonna have that same $250,000. The problem is that 99.9, this is an unofficial study that I just did in my head, of consumers are not going to do that. But when they have a house payment that they're making, they don't have the option to not pay the principal, not pay it down over time. They have to do that. So it's a forced savings. And that, in my opinion, is something that's super valuable, along with other benefits of homeownership, which, I won't go into detail in this video, but people like the fact that they own the house they live in. Nobody can kick them out. Nobody can jack up their rent. Nobody can tell them they can't paint the walls lime green. And tax advantages, all kinds of other stuff, which makes homeownership, such an attractive option for so many people. If any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Thought this video might shed some light on where these numbers come from when they say, as a homeowner, your net worth is 50x. That's what it is of a renter. So until next time, Matt the Mortgage Guy.